Hi everyone, it's me Lily Boiko and
Mira Uniat.
today we have an unusual topic to talk about. It's about our love to each other.
I don't know what people think now. That's not what you thought.
Let them see. Maybe that's it. To make it
Such a
more
thought-provoking
interesting.
introduction to this episode. Lily got divorced. And now she's talking with me on a podcast telling about our love to each other.
Coming
Keep
out.
watching.
When you go through difficult moments in your life with a person, when you share these moments, you feel much more connected and you feel love to this person. But when this person actually makes you a new version of yourself, makes you so much more connected to your authentic self, makes you remember your truth and realize why you came here, I think is like the biggest realization in the life that you may have. Then like it is I even can't express the feelings I have to you, because I think it's more than this love that I even can't compare with another love which I had, because it's like a totally different feeling. It's like you're a sister, which I don't have any siblings, but it feels like not just a coach, not just a friend, not just a business partner, but so much gratitude. Yes. So thank you.
Yeah, and sometimes even with sisters who are sisters by blood, we might not have this connection, right? Because who I am right now is I was born to share the light that helps people evolve and transcend their existing personalities, persisting existing identities and limitations, right? And sometimes sisters are not ready to do that, right? So that's why the connection might not be as deep at this moment. But I think why we are so close and why we communicate so much, why we are in touch all the time, and why we spend a lot of time together, because we have the love that is deeper than romance, the love that transcends physicality, the love that is even, for me personally, that love is even deeper than the mother and child love, because mother and child love, it's more about making sure that the child survives in the best way, right? Versus, I don't have any fear about your survival. My job is to give you enough light so that you are able and powerful enough to figure out anything in your life. You see, it's a different type of love. It's an empowering type of love. It's a type of love that helps you see what's beyond your existing personality, what's beyond your body, what's beyond this journey we call physical existence, right? What's something more than that, right? Like I just gave you a taste of that. And that's the type of love that I would like to feel with every human being who chooses to stay in my life, right? But not everybody is capable to handle, who I am right now and the projection I send on people. And why I'm so grateful for you is that you are a boundless, limitless, super precious, um, shining vase that can contain this amount of energy that I'm pouring into you, this amount of love that I'm pouring into you, amount of my own realizations and my own knowledge about myself, you're just so receptive. I've never met a person who is as receptive to my energy as you are. And when we started working and I started seeing how the happiness started shining through your eyes, how you were receiving and asking questions and the curiosity, I was so excited to see where this journey will be taking you on. I actually had no idea that we will put the stickers of Eternally Fantastic together on our cars
Yeah.
and we will live one mission together. When we started working like on your um, self-awareness, I had no idea this will be the outcome of that, right? And your level of curiosity, your level of receptivity, your ability to understand, your ability to pay attention, and ongoing desire to learn, never ending desire to learn, it just makes me fully alive. Because then you always remind me every moment of my life, every day when I wake up, with every message that you send me, you remind me what I'm here for, that I have a reason to stay here, that people are ready to hear me, you know, and you basically bring the meaning to my life. Because if you were not receptive to what I have to say, and if I were not able to make a difference in your life, probably I would choose to live and renounce society. Because I felt a lot of pain, that I have so much love and light to share with people, but they can't receive. You see, you are the first person who is able to receive everything I'm willing to give.
And for me, it's so interesting when you share something, like explain, answer my questions, and I can't understand how this might be not that interesting for some other people. Uh, of course, I understand that everyone is different and all the stuff, but like all that you told me and keep telling, explaining so um, uh, patiently, uh, I like I feel like I'm so blessed having you, being able to experience your presence and to receive all this information from you personally, because I know that like Eternally Fantastic will grow, your best education choice will grow, and eventually you won't have that much time to devote to one person. That's why now I'm I'm trying to uh, like suck in as much as I can, because it's so interesting and it feels like you know everything. Like any question that I ask you, you're like a scientist, a biologist, just spiritual being, and you understand how it all works. And I think I've always been curious to learn something new, and now it's a whole new world that I want to learn, and I also want to share. That's how we decided to launch this podcast, because when we were talking on the phone for several hours in autumn 2023, and then we thought the world should hear this, because everyone, as you told, have more or less same problems, same fears, doubts. So yeah, I'm very happy that we mm, started this activity together, sharing this information. Yeah, and I love you.
I love you too, very much. And like I said, at this moment, you give a reason for my existence.
Thank
And when I had my latest breakthrough, And I got back from my spiritual trip from India. You know, you're just so powerful. You're more powerful than I ever thought, because you proved me wrong, and you helped me see my own distortion and my own projection, which was very false. The projection that you are not ready for awakening, and that you are not able to absorb what I'm sending you, and that I would just prefer to go in silence and not stay in a society because nobody can handle my light. And when you shared the stories of the progress that you made since 2020, when we had our first conversation about my awakening, and I shared with you, and you were saying, yeah, but like, I am not into yoga, and I can't do meditation. And then 4 years later, you posted a story, my old self who couldn't do yoga and who couldn't meditate. 4 years later, Lily is doing moon gazing meditation and learning who she is and exploring inner dimension. And I'm like, no, Mira, she is ready. Look at this progress since 2020, and now she is a completely different being. She is proving you wrong. She's proving you that she is ready for awakening, and she is about to awaken.
And then the next day.
And the next day you had your awakening.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm really grateful for you. And I think in this lifetime, both of us we chose to dance in this dance together in this way, where I would be the light that will spark you up and wake you up, and you are a powerful being who will be passing it on to others.
Yeah, that's a great mission to have, and I feel so blessed to share it with you. Yeah.
Because if you think about it, like, who would I be if not you? It's a dynamic of a relationship between a guru and disciple. You see, if I was born in my original design was to be a guru, I'm not identified with that word. Guru means light. If I was born by original design to be just pure light, to shed light on my own limitations and then do the same with others, right? And let's say I've never met a person who is ready to shed light on their limitations, then my existence would be meaningless. You see? Mm-hmm. Who would I, like, what's the point of me to stay here? If I would be just burning people's nervous system with the amount of light I have, right? So in this lifetime, we both chose each other. We both chose these dynamics where I create that spark in you, you experience your truth, you get in touch with your truth, and it gets so simple for you, and so easy, and so transformational, and so life-changing, that you will have so much love within yourself, for yourself and for others, that you can't not to share it with others. How can you live life now without the desire to share this, what you found out within yourself? You can't. Yeah. You just have it's a different type of love, you see?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And do you think we will have the same love that we have between each other to the old people that we will awaken? Like, will it be the same? Because I did not experience that.
Well, you can never forget your first boyfriend. So you are the first person who experienced awakening after working with me. Yeah. So you will always be special. And I just feel like with the level of receptivity that you have and your curiosity and your ability to observe, um, it's gonna be really hard to meet someone who will be so committed to just hearing, observing, and learning and be curious. And because this meant to happen for us, for our two minds merge into one mission.
Mhm.
So right now, when I look at you, I actually look at myself. Yes, you are in a different body. You maybe have a different mind that is super amazing at marketing side, which I don't like. My mind does, it's not like zero capabilities in marketing. Like I'm very bad at marketing myself and promoting myself. Like I don't like doing that. And when you get passionate about something, you want the whole world know about it. You see? Versus me, well, I found this is my truth. I found my truth within. I'm just so lazy. If people ask me, I'll share. If people find me, I'll share. But I won't be promoting myself, you see? Versus, you are very passionate about the marketing side of things, which is so hard to avoid these days. When you want to deliver a message, you can't really do it if you don't have some sort of marketing campaign to it, right? And honestly, I would never, right now where I am, I would never do what I don't like. And I would also not hire someone to do that for me because I want the desire to share this message to come from a being who experienced the truth within themselves, to experience the effect of this information on them, who experienced it within themselves. And that is the spark that created this whole ideas for the marketing side. I wouldn't just go and announce a vacancy that I'm looking for a marketing somebody to manage the market. Like, no, really.
Because they will never get what we're talking about.
Exactly. You can't explain it to a person who just wants to do business with me. You see? You can't really explain what this whole thing about.
Mhm.
You know? So I want you to know that me and you are now one. And it's a very unique connection. It's a very deep love that means that, we are sharing one soul, which is one mission through two different minds who are working towards the same vision, right? And that's probably something that, not probably, I'm pretty sure me and you, we chose this even before we came into this body.
Yeah, yeah. It's such uh, not coincidence, because I understand that there are no coincidences, but uh, that I moved to the US just like 2 hours from you.
Yes.
And though we haven't talked that much for 15 years,
Yes.
and now we started because of my life circumstances. Yes, and now how it's getting more and more, well, the projects are growing,
Evolving and
yes,
yeah, developing.
it feels like it was meant to be.
Yes.
And it was this perfect timing, and everything was turned out, was planned for us to meet now and to start this global mission that we're on now. Yeah, so, and when I was moving here, I remember thinking that, okay, that now I'm divorcing and I don't have relatives here, I don't have friends here. And then I found much more than friendship, relative, or in your being personality, right? That I've never thought that I would find, and so fast here, like my soul sister, or how to name it.
Thank you. And thank you for being able to recognize me, because it's not the first lifetime we're doing this. Thank you for remembering me.
Yeah. I'm so curious to learn more about my past lives. I'm not yet there yet, but everything is.
But don't you feel like we've known each other for ages?
Yes. Yeah, because this type of connection,
I mean,
surely
the depths we share. Do you talk about this with anyone else? Like, do you have a person in your life with whom you can talk on everything we talk?
No. I remembered how we were talking yesterday, like something like 3 a.m. about like such stuff. Are you Jesus or
are you Jesus? His disciples? The 12 disciples of Jesus.
Yeah, and like usually, like 35-year girls who are single, yeah, on a Saturday night party.
Instead we sit with the glasses of water.
Not even a wine.
Not like nothing.
Yeah.
And the question was about, do you feel a dimension of nothingness with you? Just literally nothing. Like no thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a bit struggling with the nothingness here. And then I asked, so do you feel the frequency of Jesus in you? Are you Jesus? Or his disciples? He's like, well, I think I'm disciple.
More of a disciple. Yeah, and God, then we thought that it would be so weird for someone to see us now, to hear.
But I mean, if you video record the 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. conversations we have and show it to someone, they would never believe we didn't smoke anything. They will never believe that we didn't,
do
mushrooms or stuff like that. You see? So this is a completely different connection, and I want every human being actually to get to experience this beautiful connection where you merge with someone into one through the journey of life, in a conversation, in doing, in thinking, in intention, and this energy just merges into one. Because I don't know, you guys notice, I don't know, but I'm taking everyone back to source. Back to
you
nothingness.
have no choice.
Yes. So I hope our gang will be getting bigger, and there will be new souls who will be joining our dance, because this is a beautiful feeling, and we just created a space right now in which the receptive and ripe enough soul can melt, and be a part of our dance and experience this beautiful and unique type of love we're talking about, which is beyond physical, beyond mental, beyond anything. It's just so pure.
Yes, and I'm so actually excited to see who would be the next one joining our team community, because it will be also a very deep connection.
Yes. Well, it will just mean that this being would dissolve in our energy, in our frequency, they will become us. You see? So that will be now 3 bodies vibrating in the same frequency. So one energy split into 3 physical vessels.
Yeah, it's like when I need to introduce you to someone, it feels like I can say, you can talk to Mira just like you talk to myself. She's me. She just looks different. Yeah. But we're so much in resonance that it feels like really it's.
So you don't really feel the boundaries between us. You see that the type of love I'm talking about. Like your eyes see the boundaries. These 2 eyes, they say, okay, this is your body, this is my body.
Yeah.
But on a level of a feeling, I don't really feel any boundaries.
Yeah.
I feel oneness, and love is oneness. When you merge on a level of a feeling with another being.
Yes.
And I wish this type of love could be felt in families, in relationships, romantic relationships, right? But honestly, I won't settle for any romantic relationship if I don't feel this. If I don't feel this, I don't need a romantic relationship.
Yeah, I already have you.
Yeah.
It's already perfect.
It is perfect, So this is the purest type of love that a human being can experience beyond distortions of a physical instinct, whether sexual instinct, whether instinct of survival, which is imprinted on every relationships, right? It's a deep soul connection, and I'm forever grateful for it.
Thank you.
And very excited for
what the
future holds, right? And how many hearts will touch, and how many souls we will awaken, right? And how many souls will join our community, which is love frequency, right? And what is community? It means come in unity. Yeah.
Yes.
So very grateful.
Me too. Thank you. And you could be the next one in our community. Yes. So I hope this episode was. I mean, I hope you're become curious to also experience this kind of connection with someone in your life. Yes. And yeah, I think if you're watching this, then probably you watched
it until now.
Yes, yes. So you're ripe enough to join us, and we would be happy to get acquainted with you in the comments and to see faces behind the views. And follow us on other social platforms. Let's communicate. Let's meet on our retreats. We also have the mini retreats in Vancouver and Seattle, where you can spend 3 hours with us in nature and try Mira's tools that are meditation, yoga, sound sessions, Q&A sessions. Yes, yes. So we are really looking forward to meeting you in person or online to get to know you better. And yeah, see you in the next videos.
Yeah, and it's my wish and my blessing for every human being on planet Earth to experience this type of pure love that is beyond the survival instinct, beyond sexual attractions, beyond relationships and romance. It's the purest type of love that we can ever experience. My wish and my blessing. And much love.
Bye.
Bye.